Turn on those notifications and subscribe. That's right. Let me tell you about American Alpha Male. Should take no less than a minute. Okay? So, American Alpha Male is going to be vulgar. We're going to cuss. We're going to use words that people don't like to use. And that's perfectly fine. If you don't like it, you may leave. It's perfectly fine. Your complaints will be heard, but will not be adhered to. This is our space. This is our channel. Whether you're black, you're white, you're Asian, you're Latino, you're Hispanic, it doesn't matter. Whether you're Polynesian, whether you're tall or short, whether you're skinny or you're fat, it does not matter. This is for alpha men. I have met a bunch of men who come in many sizes, have game, have money, have things that a lot of us would like to have. But there's a special key to them that they have that the others don't. I've watched bald men with buck teeth, come into clubs, come into bars, and kill it. It wasn't because of the smile. It wasn't because of the game. Those things added, yeah, you need your sword and shield. But who they were, how they stood, their presence, the way in which they delivered things, that is what got them there. So as I take you on this journey, I thank you. And if you really care, make sure you share. But this is American Alpha Male. The title is Butts Are Made for Wiping and Not for Kissing. How did I come up with this? Simple. It's real simple. I recall being in situations, whether at gatherings with friends, whether we were in clubs or bars, hell, even a library. Any place that had to deal with women, and even in grocery stores. And the one thing that people don't understand is asses aren't made for kissing, they're made for wiping, keeping clean. But how does that correlate? I'm going to give you a couple of stories that'll further illustrate my point, and it'll give you certain things that you can use for yourself outside of this screen. Now, as I told y'all before, we will have multiple things. The key is to get the subscribers up, yes. To get the views up, yes. But it's to show you that cancel culture doesn't exist. This is your fight. As I told people, the vocal minority will not win here. They can't. It's impossible. I know my audience, and I know what they want to hear. I know how we're supposed to do this. If you want to check out the last video, it's called F Women. We're not disrespecting women. Absolutely not. We address women over here as miss and ma'am when we come into contact. And further along down the way, if they become a bitch, they become a bitch. Now, we're not going to say that to their face. That's beyond disrespectful. But we know what a bitch is. Next video, we'll let you know men are loyal. And it's actually the women who aren't. That's going to be a fascinating video as well. Let's get it started. Put down that water. All right. Butts are made for wiping, not for kissing. There is this thing that exists. It's called shit test. On this channel will not be monetized. Yeah, it's not going to be monetized. We're running solely off of donations. If you want to do it, do it. If you don't, then don't. It's perfectly fine. Because the amount of swearing that we'll have here, it won't make any sense. But women will give you shit test. And I know what you're thinking. Okay, Nash, what is a shit test? A shit test is things that she will throw at you, and we do it as well, but things that they will throw at you in order for you to eat and walk around like nothing happened. And when I say nothing happens, that means you didn't make any type of impact. You made zero impact. In fact, what you truly did was show you were spineless. Now, how do we avoid that though, Nash? I thought if she asked the question, I respond. Wrong. Wrong. I'm going to tell you how I messed up one gorgeous Sunday night. And then I'm going to tell you another story. I'm going to give you two stories of where I failed with two gorgeous women. If interracial dating is a problem with you, you may leave. It's not about what color of the skin the women I'm fucking were. It's about the story. It's about the facts. It's about the impact. One woman was white, one woman was black. That shit don't matter. Now, one gorgeous Sunday evening, while I'm sitting I'm not sitting, I'm standing. I'm standing with my guys. We do this thing where we create the scene. What happens is, when one of us talks, everybody turns and pays attention. It empowers him. Any woman will look, they will see a couple of things. That man is in charge. But if she keeps on watching, she's going to say that man is respected and he respects his peers. Any man watching that goes, those guys give a damn about their guys. We had what's called the Brotherhood. The Brotherhood was comprised of black men, Asian men, Latino men, white men. Now, on this gorgeous Sunday evening, come in, do my thing. One thing that we do is we acknowledge the first set of people that we see at the door. Why? Why? It lightens the mood. So as we walk past, hey, how y'all doing? How y'all doing? Good night tonight? All right, appreciate it. Yeah, absolutely. Showing our teeth. And then it disappears. We do not immediately charge for the bar. That shows no constraint. We don't turn and do all of this. That shows antsiness towards the party. If anybody wants to disagree, that's cool. You can disagree. But try this in your nearest club and you'll see exactly the results I'm talking about. So, there's this long couch between the VIP on this side and the dance floor on this side, and then there's another section of an outside part with an outside bar with couches and the little flames, the metal flame things and stuff like that. That's outside as well. And then right by that couch in the VIP, there's the bar. And then on the other side of that, there's more VIPs and straight towards the bathroom. So outside part of the club with a bar, dance floor, couch that separates it a little bit, bar, VIPs, MVIPs, bathroom. Got it? Good. So, as we're doing our thing, we're conversing. We create our scene and stuff like that. Music going, everybody doing what they do. Some women come, they join us. Some dudes come up, how y'all doing, stuff like that and everything. We converse with them. Every guy that's in security, we make sure that we have a few words with them. It's good to get security to like you, to let you get away with stuff. For all my guys who sometimes can't control themselves. So, here's what happens. I notice one of my friends, but we'll call them accomplices, because he's helped me pull off some crazy feats. Those are stories down the line. I've helped him pull off some crazy feats. Those stories down the line. But I see him with two women in VIP. Gorgeous. Gorgeous. Little biracial dude and stuff like that. Got his muscles and all that. Wearing his nice shirt, nice polo and everything like that. I come in, I rock Armani tees. And I see a beautiful, beautiful ass blonde girl. I mean, this girl was either a 9.5 or barely above what a 10 is. She's sitting there playing with her hair, smiling, doing the passe shit. And she's on the right side of him, to the left of him. This fantasy of a woman. Now, I've always had this weird, I won't even call it weird, I've always had this affinity for a beautiful ass. I mean, gorgeous. You gotta be gorgeous or it won't work. Gorgeous redhead women with tattoos. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know, maybe Poison Ivy got me. Who knows? But for some reason, I really, really like redhead, gorgeous ass, slim fitting women with tattoos. So he does this. Then when you do this, that means, what's up? But that means, help me out. Now, depending on which way you raise your hand, that gives me the ability to know which woman is yours or you're trying to attempt to get. All right? Homie raises his hand. On the right side is the gorgeous blonde. And in my head, I'm like, yeah. I'm feeling like Bruce Lee. Like I just knocked out because I'm happy. I'm like, okay, all right. Now, on my way there, you have to do what's called the setup. On my way there, I play it the right way. The first 3 people I see, hey, how you doing, bro? How your night going, man? Yeah. If it's some women and stuff like that, I do the exact same thing. But you never lean in, especially when it's a group of women. You never lean in. Why? Because it shows too much interest. It invades the space. And you're too goddamn eager. The whole thing was to social proof myself. That was the whole thing. When I come over there, I have stories. When I come over there, I'm already good because the rest of the room said I was good. And of course, I had that cowboy hat on. For those of my detractors who try to make fun of that. Yeah, all right. First 3 people. Why the first 3 people? It gives her a chance to notice you. Creates a mystique. So, what ends up happening? I go over there. I don't sit immediately. You never sit immediately. You would make somebody so massively uncomfortable and you will seem so presumptuous that you think you're the goddamn coolest person when you're not. You got to be invited in. So, what ends up happening? Walk up. My guy, he gets up. Nash, what's up with you, bro, man? How you been? How's everything? I'm good, man. I know you've been working on that thing. How's that thing treating you? I know we gotta speak in private. We can't let the ladies know, but he got a big project he working on. Why do I say that? Makes him more interesting. Use the big project method, not all the time, but if your guy is already on what's called a set. A set is where you're with women or a group of women Typically, they'll be by themselves, but if your homie has women, that's a set as well. So, what ends up happening? I asked him about this big project, like, that might be all right. We'll find out. He said, ladies, this is my guy, Nash. The ladies do as they supposed to. The reason why he needs them to get up is to show power. If they don't get up, they're in control. The redhead doesn't get up immediately. I guess I should point this way. The redhead doesn't get up immediately. The blonde one does. She's under a spell already. How you doing? I'm Nash. Pleasure to meet you. You taking care of this guy? This is a good guy right here. I trust him with my life. Sometimes, not all the time, not all the time. He's not easily distracted. He's just hyper-focused. But that's one of the things you do. When you do stuff like that, when you hype your friend up like that, whether it's true or not, it does not matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And if he is not aware of how you're going to present him, let him know in other conversations where you get a chance to that he's going to help you out or that you're going to help him out. Every dime is not yours. Sometimes you settle for 7s and 8s and even 6s. All right? That's how it goes. Can't have them all. Sometimes share the wealth. So as the blonde friend gets up, the redhead finally gets up. She introduces herself. I shake her hand. I'm Nash. First thing she do, insult. How the hell are you wearing a cowboy hat in here? Do you know where you're at? I take the cowboy hat off, sit it right down. Yeah, I know where I'm at. I'm home. Drop it. Boom. Don't laugh. Don't anything. If she laughs, then I smile with her. Come on. If you're going to kick your feet up on my couch, I should at least be able to put my hat there, right? These slick ass puns you have to develop. You got to be quick as a whip. If you're not quick as a whip, it's not going to work for you. It's practice, 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 practice. If you have to steal what I say verbatim, do it. It's yours. As long as it helps. If it doesn't help, get rid of it immediately. Press abort. Certain guys cannot pull this off. You have to be willing to hold yourself back from the laughter. Let them. So she did smile lightly. Yeah. So, everybody sits down. My guy has to. Not me. My guy has to. Put me on a pedestal and introduce me to the ladies. And the whole time, all I can think about in the back of my mind is, if I pull this off, I might not be single anymore. I'm like the kid on Christmas looking at the big ass box going, what did grandma get me? But she keeps on going. She keeps on going. She throws another insult. I don't really recall that insult. I just remember the barb about the damn hat. How are you wearing a hat in this club? Who do you think you are? Or where do you think you are? I'm home. But she kept the insults coming. And I kept on combating. What I should have said was, and this is what I mean when I say asses are made for wiping, not kissing. Instead of me turning this into a back and forth of my wit versus her insults with her shit test, she was trying to see if I could dominate her. So, what I should have said was, with the insults, I would have said, hey, are you always this inviting to everybody, or is there a night switch on you? And if there is, how are we going to turn that on? That's what I should have said. But I didn't. Kept on combating. But it didn't hurt either. Because if I would have thrown that at her, make her turn on her nice switch, I would have controlled her more. But instead, I hit her with the back and forth, the banter. Here's what happened next. I think we should get a drink. I said, sure. What condition now? I've been noticing the way your lips been moving. You've been kind of moving yours towards mine, which kind of means to me that you possibly kiss really bad or you really want to kiss me really bad. It worked. We made out for a good 10 seconds. We went to the bar, got the drinks. I paid for them. Sat back down, conversed all night, and I didn't get the damn number. She knew how to play the game. Come back. Give me a little bit. It's a fucking makeout. It's not shit. So it was a makeout. And in my mind with that makeout, I was so goddamn over anxious to get the makeout. I should have got the number, then the makeout. But you live and you learn. Because had I told her, where's your nice switch? If I would have told her, where's your nice switch, and I controlled that, here's what would have happened. I would have been able to get another switch out of her. What about your curiosity switch? I'm thinking of something exotic, either Tuesday or Wednesday. You got to join me. It's going to be interesting. Oh, she would have agreed, would have handed the damn phone. I would have handed her the phone. I would have got her number, and that would have been that. But because I didn't do that, because I did not get her switches, I was too busy combating her, and she was probably used to a bunch of guys doing that. I was kissing her ass when I shouldn't have been doing that. So I end up, I get to make out. Gorgeous ass woman. A fantasy of mine. But because I was over anxious and overhyped to do what I knew what I was going to do anyways. I knew I was going to make out with her. For whatever reason, you just know when you know. I fucked up. And this is for y'all to not fuck up. This is for y'all to understand. When she starts throwing all type of bullshit your way, switch her personality. It's the reason why the Avengers won an Endgame. They didn't fight the same Thanos. The Thanos that they fought was angry, pissed off, hell-bent, not focused. That's the one in Endgame. The one in Infinity Wars, confident, sure of himself, stoic, knew exactly what he had to do and was willing to sacrifice certain things in order to make it happen. Now to the second story. And I was younger. I didn't have as much game as even I had that freaking night. I think it was Friday. I don't think it was Saturday. And what I'm saying was Friday night. And it was an outside, you don't want to call it a bar, but you could kind of say it was. It was a bar that had it cracking on the inside and cracking on the outside. I'd never been there. And there was this gorgeous brown woman. I mean, bro, that was a 10. And her, tits was natural, ass was natural, stomach was flat. I had no type of anything to make me stand out of the crowd. Nothing. Had an alright t-shirt, I would presume. Jeans, whatever trendy fucking shoes was out there. And that's what it was. But What ends up happening is I end up talking to her. I've always been sort of charming. Always. It's been natural for me to be charming. But I recall me trying to pry her number out of her the whole damn time because she said, and I mean, we were flirting heavy. We spent probably 2 hours together. We spent 2 hours together just talking and talking. My homies always want to leave and shit like that. I'm the one always driving the car. I've always had the car. I'm like, y'all can walk, y'all can leave. I'm about to figure this shit out over here. One of those things that I kept on doing with her was I never established myself as dominant. I never took control of the situation. I never let her know what time it was. And then having the ability to walk away. I never, ever exuded that. Never. You will not make that mistake. When you meet a gorgeous ass 10, the words you cannot use is sexy and I like you to be. I like you to be a little more this, a little more that. No. Women like that respond to power. Power. They respond to power. Why do they respond to power though? What is it about power? Power for them equals security. Financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally, and sexually. I didn't exude any of that. And I failed. As we talked throughout the night, I was telling her, just one more chance. Just one more chance. Baby, one more chance. Yeah, that's what I was sounding like, bro. I looked like I was begging. I was the goddamn dog. One more bone, one more bone, one more bone. Nah. You don't do that. You don't do that. If you don't get that one, there's another one. I remember vividly just asking her, just give me one chance. I'll change your life and all of that. What should I have done differently? Well, from the jump, in order to exude power, I should have switched my tire. Now, I knew not that I was going to run into that type of woman. But when you're going out, there has to be a certain level of professionalism to you. If you go out in your t-shirt and your jeans, your t-shirt cannot be some big ass t-shirt. It can't. If you're one of those guys where you got to wear the big ass tees and everything like that, then this ain't for you. If you want to look gangster and all that, look, I'm always going to be known as a gang member. I'm just not a gang banger. I can call a couple cats and have you tuned up real nicely. Or I could do it myself. I'd rather not. Now, one was my attire. Two, as I walked in, I should have social proofed myself. I should have got the crowd to agree I'm that man. Secondly, should have remained interesting. I'm going to teach y'all something. And nobody else does this in the world of where we come from. Y'all can steal this. This is something that you may steal. And if you have a girlfriend, try this on her and watch her agree. Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's true or not. It's truisms. Speak truisms, and what's going to happen is people will agree with you more. There are so many techniques that I can teach people to be more interesting. I can teach you how to cold read people. I can teach you how to give people a personality test. But I'm going to show you something called, and I'm going to take full credit for it because I created it. It's called the Nash hand. We won't even call it the Nash hand. We'll call it the hand. F it. We won't even call it. Nah, fuck that. Call it the Nash hand. I want people to know where it came from. This is all I want y'all to do. When you walk up to a woman, or if you got a girlfriend and stuff like that, if you got a girlfriend, say this. Say, "Babe, I want to try this thing out. I learned. And I wonder if it's true. I think it is. But I want to try it on you. All right? Okay? All right. For the fellas, clubs, bars, grocery stores, whatever social gathering you're in, just tell, hey, I want to try this Nash hand test on you. It'll tell me a lot about you. And I won't even have to whip out the manual for you. You won't even have to tell me your whole entire life story. I'll already kind of know something. Boom, this is what you do. Tell them, extend your hand. Got it? Now, what I want you to do, and you have to slow your delivery with this. What I want you to do is I want you to open your hand either upward or downward. And it's going to tell me a lot about you. She opens her hand, shows her knuckles. Tell her, you tend to be a fighter. That's why you showed your knuckles. You're like the lion who shows their teeth. Your knuckles are your teeth. You tend to be the one that fights a lot of people's battles. You tend to be, and if y'all really good at it, grab their hand. Grab their hand. It's all right. It's okay. Stop part, grab her hand. Look at them. Even examine them like you're actually examining some goddamn diamonds. Only if you're confident enough. You don't want to grab her whole. No, you want to place it a little bit. Firmness on just the fingertips real quick. Kind of press on the ring finger a little bit. For those who really know what they're doing. And you grab her right here. Same thing. Use this right here. Press on it real quick. As they're showing the top of their hands, repeat these words. All you need to know is really helpful. Fighter, helpful. You tend to be a more helpful person. When people really need help, you're the one they call. You're always the one who's willing to throw everything to the side and go help out everybody. Your friends know that they can count on you. You probably are the most dependable person in your whole entire crew. And you end it by saying, is this a fair description of you? Boom. Now, y'all want more on asses are made for wiping, not kissing? If she insults you twice, you just need 2 times. You have to combat her on both of them. If she says something like, huh, that's an interesting get up, you say, yeah, I get paid by the hour. It entertains everybody. I don't know if I should start charging you yet or give you my discount code. Shit like that. If she says something like, you think you're the shit, huh? Or whatever the hell. You think you're this hot stuff and everything like that. Actually, no. I'm actually colder, but you're heating me up. I appreciate that. If I go like this, does it burn a lot more? If I just touch, shit. It burns a lot more. Then if she says something else, I don't like your hair. Wait. Come on. Is this how you treat everybody? Just start insulting everybody? How do we get your nice switch on? Then she said some shit like, well, that starts with buying me a drink. We're not buying a drink. It starts with me buying you a drink to get you nice. I was always taught hot people like you tend to be fighters. Let me do this. Let me know you a little better. And that way, we could go explore a drink over a dope ass story that I know you got in. I know you got something fantastic that you gotta say. I know you done probably even accomplished something crazy today or something funny as hell. You change her. You change her. That's what you do. And if y'all broke and everything like that, it used to be we don't buy drinks, they buy drinks for us. That used to be the thing. But nowadays, it looks cheap as shit. Now, you don't overdo it and buy her 3 or 4 fucking drinks. That's not what you do. You don't overdo it. Now, there will be somebody who will combat this and go, nah, what Nash is teaching is all wrong, and that's perfectly fine for them. I'm not here to sit here and do the back and forth. Anybody breaks down this video and they find faults and shit like that. That's perfectly fine. But I lived it. You talking to a 6'3" motherfucker who walked in with a pink Armani t-shirt and a cowboy hat and was pulling bad bitches. I don't want to hear what they have to say. And by the way, I'm not selling a course. Now, if you want to donate, perfectly fine. Donate to the Cash App. And once this channel grows, we'll do live chats, but they'll be members only. Because I'm not going to hear no trolls. I'm not going to hear some small dick energy ass guys sit up here and tell me exactly what the hell to do. We not doing that. It's been American Alpha Male. I appreciate y'all for stopping by. If you haven't subscribed, please consider doing so. Leave a like. It helps the algorithms. This is stuff that our guys need. I don't care about what the fuck is going on in China, what the fuck is going on in France, what the fuck is going on in Mexico, what the fuck is going on in Russia. This is American Alpha Male. We bringing back the testosterone. We bringing back scraped up knees, scraped up knuckles, talking with tone in our goddamn voice. Their voice is too goddamn light. This is our taking back everything. So we can show them what true men are again. That's how we do it here. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time. And I told y'all, check out that last video we did. And the next video that we have, once this hits 200 views, we'll drop the very next one. All you got to do is get these videos views up. And we're going to go through and we're going to show how men are loyal, not the women.